is not the same thing.
Get your money, sis, fuck a hater. Get your money, sis, get your weight up. Making money move, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money, sis. Get your money, sis, fuck a hater.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Before I even get into this video, obviously it's not Tuesday. I was unable to post on Tuesday because so many things took place on that day. It was a day full of so many different emotions. My family lost somebody very near and dear to us, and it was just a very traumatic day for all of us. This is somebody very, very near and dear to us. I can't stress that enough. She was a huge supporter of myself. She watched all these videos I post. She loved the book. Would talk to me about it. Couldn't wait for the next one. This is just really hard. And I think I saw a side of death, well, I experienced a part of death that I have never experienced before. And it's a little traumatic. I can't even lie. You know, you get a phone call and you hear about it, and then you go to a funeral and, you know, you say your goodbyes there, but the way everything went, it was just a lot. But anyway, that was how I spent my day on Tuesday, followed by as we all as a family sat outside her home and mourned her death, waiting. We also got the verdict for George Floyd, which came back guilty on all 3 counts. So there was a moment of relief there. Very happy to hear about that. It may not look like it right now, but I was very happy to hear about that. And it was also my brother's birthday. So we made the best out of that we could with the unfortunate circumstances. And then following that, the same day we get a guilty verdict, which is something we have never really had when it came to police brutality. Another cop gunned down a 16-year-old girl in Ohio. Granted, the case it's very conflicting. The young lady did have a knife, even though she is the one who called 911 for help because she was being attacked at her home. But the police pulled up to see her wielding a knife and attacking someone. It's a very conflicting story, but with all that being said, just bear with me, guys. It's a lot, and here's 2 Cent Tuesday's video on a Thursday or whatever day I decide to upload this. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And you might as well go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. So, I have been trying to make a reaction video, not so much a reaction video, but I've been trying to vlog a video talking about this subject for the past few days now. And the reason why it hasn't gone through or hasn't been posted because it went a little something like this. All the people that find fault in our skin colors and just the downright racists. I just want to say respectfully, don't know the difference between a taser and a gun. You should know your belt like you know your ass from your elbow. I'll start holding these accountable. Excuse my mouth. Yeah, I was a little heated. And like I said, sometimes I have to be aware of what I say and what I do on here and how I am represented. So I decided like maybe I shouldn't go that hard. Like maybe I shouldn't get that crazy. But it was my true feelings at the time. I was angry, as we all should be. And yeah, but anyway, I'm going to get right into it. So yesterday it came out that a little girl by the name of Jocelyn, 7 years old, was gunned down and killed in McDonald's drive-thru in Chicago with her dad. Her dad was shot in the torso but survived. Everyone is outraged, as we all should be. It's believed to be gang-related, and quite a few people feel as though, where is Black Lives Matter now? Why aren't we just as outraged? And then rapper, reality star Safari posted 7-year-old shot and killed, and it wasn't by a police officer. So what's the next step? Who do we hold accountable? Or do we pick and choose when we stand together? Disgusting. Many people felt like Safari was right. Many people said he finally said something smart. Many people feel the same way, and there are others who strongly disagree and said there's a difference in between gang-related violence and police brutality. Now, this incident followed behind several other incidents that has been going on these past couple of weeks, such as Lieutenant Caron Nazario was pulled over and harassed by 2 officers that demanded he get out of his vehicle without telling him what he was being detained for or why he was even being questioned, why they wanted him to get out of the vehicle. No explanation. He was in uniform, and he was repeatedly told to get out of his vehicle while both hands were out of the car. The officers just continued to scream, "Get out of the car, get out of the car." At one point, Nazario said, "I am afraid at this point to get out of the car." And the officer replies, "You should be." The man who is supposed to serve and protect, he should be afraid of them. And that resulted in Lieutenant Nazario getting pepper sprayed by these officers. He is now, Nazario that is filing a lawsuit against those officers, and I believe one of them was fired. Also, we witnessed Dante Wright shot and killed by Officer Kim Potter. Served as an officer for 26 or 27 years and doesn't know the difference between her taser and a gun. A taser that is a different color, a different weight, and located on the non-dominant side of your waistband, while your gun is on your dominant side, much heavier and black. I'm pretty sure you can tell the difference. But yet she claims that she confused her taser with her gun and gunned down Dante right in a traffic stop. And then we also watched a 13-year-old young child, Spanish, Adam Toledo. We watched him gunned down in an alley by a police officer, shot point blank range in the chest. There was a chase in pursuit, but at the moment that he stopped and was ordered to put his hands up, Adam turned around with no gun in his hand and was shot directly in his chest and killed. Now, with all of these things happening, today it was the closing statements to the George Floyd case, and the jury is deliberating as I do this video, so I don't know if by the time this video comes out, we will have the answers. I don't know, but It's all ironic. It's all happening today. But my question to you is police brutality and black on black crime the same fight? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And now I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 cents in there. This is what I like to talk about. I like to talk about the celebrities, but this is what really matters, because this is our lives at stake. And I feel like I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comments as well, because a lot of people do feel like until we get our community straight, how can we be outraged by police brutality and not the fact that a 7-year-old was murdered for no good reason? Well, the same reason why Breonna Taylor was killed for no good reason. The same way a lot of black innocent people are killed by the police for no good reason. But the difference is when a tragedy such as this little girl being killed in a gang-related situation, when those suspects are caught, they will be handled accordingly. They will be charged, found guilty, and sentenced to jail. That is where the difference lies, because when a cop does it, shoots an innocent person, they get a slap on the wrist and they get to go back to work. So I personally feel like it is 2 different fights. I hate, first of all, to me, black on black crime is not a thing, in my personal opinion. I know we love to say it. I know the media has drilled it in our heads for us to believe that this is a thing, but it's really not. Because the fact that a black man shot and killed another black man because they simply live in the same hood and got beef, that's not black on black crime. He's not shooting him because he's black. He's shooting him because they have a genuine beef and they feel like that is the only way. Am I saying that it's right? Absolutely not. But to say it's black on black crime, that to me sounds like you're killing someone because they're black. And that's not the situation. Majority of the time. So to me, when I hear that black on black crime thing, it irks me to the core. Because no one says when serial killers like Ted Bundy and all these other white male serial killers, who most of the time their victims are other white males or white females, why isn't that white on white crime? When a white child decides that they are tired of being bullied, or they're tired of not being noticed at school, or they just have a mental illness and they decide, I'm going to take my dad's gun or all his armor or whatever, find guns or plant bombs and build bombs in their basement, and decide they're going to go to school and shoot everybody in there who also are whites, why isn't that white on white crime? But see, we don't give that a name. We call that mental illness. They don't get the white on white crime. To answer the question, I feel like it's 2 different fights. Do I feel like, does it pain me when I see black people killing other black people? Absolutely. Do I wish we all can get along and sing Kumbaya? I wish. Do I wish that young innocent black children would not get hurt or killed in the crossfires of someone's ignorance? I wish I can stop all of that. But the reality is these things happen. It's unfortunate, but I would not sit here and say that people are not outraged. There has been plenty of protests and fight and organizations about gun violence and gang-related shootings and innocent children getting hurt in our neighborhoods. That has been going on for years. So let's not make it seem like nobody does anything when these type of things happen. Some black people are criminals that the cops take down, and some people are innocent. I have seen black men in suits coming home from work. This man was in his uniform, a lieutenant, and still was harassed by the police. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how you're dressed. It doesn't matter if you're on your way home from work or on your way to a drug deal. It doesn't matter to the ignorant cops that are on the force, because all they see is the melanin. Your black skin, they don't see anything else. So I hate when I hear people bring that up. It doesn't matter, because all of these people that were killed by officers were not guilty of something. I guarantee you, you go in the hood and you take all those guns that was planted there. You take away all of the guns from every black neighborhood there is. You think these cops are going to treat us any different? You think we won't still be a threat to them? To me, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Yes, want better for your community, but don't bring that up when talking about police brutality, because to me, it's two different situations. Like I said before, I don't disagree with cops doing their job. I understand if a man looks suspicious or if somebody's doing something that doesn't look correct and you have to approach them. I get that. But why, when it comes to a black person, most of the time it has to end in their death? But yet, a young white male can go and shoot up his high school and be armed with several guns and still get to walk out of that building alive if he didn't take his own life. Still gets to walk out of that building alive to see his day in court and get Burger King while he's at it and gets to wear a bulletproof vest and protected when he just shot a bunch of innocent high school kids. Y'all don't see what's wrong here? One has nothing to do with the other. What makes you think we don't stand together when we see a young child shot by a stray bullet because two gangs are going at it? But see, this goes so much deeper than just black on black crime. Why do you think these type of things happen? Dump them all in the same neighborhoods. Give them some drugs, some liquor stores, and weapons. What do you think is going to happen? In the words of Nino Brown, none of us is growing this stuff in our backyards. None of us are manufacturing guns. So where is it coming from? But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I'm just saying, it's not the same thing. And it frustrates me to hear it. It breaks my heart to hear that this child was gunned down just trying to get McDonald's. But gang-related violence and police brutality is not the same damn thing. And one should not be brought up when the other is taking place, because it's two different things. Changing within our community, yes, it would be a beautiful thing, but let's not act like every community don't have its mess ups. So don't make it seem like it's only black people that should look at it, because they want you to look at each other like, y'all doing it to yourselves. Absolutely not. That's what they want us to think. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. Everything will be in the description down below. And Jenny is